Nice harvest this morning.
My favorite places for camping and fishing are those where you can camp right in front of the fishing spot. There's our caravan, and then there's the little trek down to the beach. Right there is where we caught a nice rig shark.
Hello guys, welcome back to our channel.
In today's video, we are taking you to a very beautiful dog campsite in the Marlborough region on the South Island. We came here with our good old Ranger and our Jayco Journey Outback caravan, and today we are at Marfells Beach. Yeah.
Marfells Beach dog campsite is south of Blenheim. It's right by a long sandy beach. So you walk up to sound of waves, nothing but beautiful beach in front of you.
That's why it is a great camping and fishing spot. It's the third time we've been here already. In this episode, we're gonna take you along and we're gonna explore this place a little bit and do a lot of fishing, of course. Now, it maybe looks a little bit bleak here, and that is because we are here in early spring. So it's the beginning of September at the moment, and it looks pretty dark.
Mama is there. You want some sourdough bread?
So the drive to this campsite is really easy. It's all sealed road. It's the last bit. There's a little bit of gravel, but not a problem at all. The campsite itself gets really wet. The area here right next to the dunes where those low campsites are, after heavy rain it gets a bit muddy. Previously, when we still had our bus, we actually got stuck here once and it was really difficult to get out. At the moment it's fairly dry, so not a problem, and even if it's a bit muddy, shouldn't be a problem with the Ranger in four-wheel drive, right?
This campsite is pretty basic. There are 2 evolution blocks with the toilets and cold shower, and the water needs to be boiled. But who cares about that if you have a nice, amazing view in front of you, right?
What a stunner of a day! And it was still pretty freezing cold last night. But after a bit of westerly wind the last few days, it's dead calm out there. It's totally flat. I think it's an ideal condition for fishing here. There was quite a lot of seaweed on the beach. On low tide you can see lots of seaweed being washed up here. I'm not so sure how suitable that would be for drone fishing, but I'm hoping that we can get the drone out a little bit later.
So on the first evening, we went out to collect some mussels for bait to catch fish with our drone at low tide. Show you our campsite again. Toilet here, our caravan. Mark is preparing to go drone fishing later. So Mark, I just go and get us some sea beet so we can have for dinner.
Great.
They're everywhere actually at this campsite. Supposed to have more nutrition than the silver beet from your garden. Not too sure, probably similar. And poison thing. So I don't want to take anything around here just in case. Because we're gonna have white bait for dinner. Adding few greens here wouldn't be too bad, would it? So I collect from here a little bit and from there a little bit. So I have nice little bunch of silver beet, sea beet. I keep saying that it's silver beet. Nice and green for tonight dinner with the white bait fritter.
Great. It's a very unique feature here on the Canterbury coast that You get the seaweed along this.
It's not Canterbury yet.
Or the northern Marlborough and down to Kaikoura. There's lots of it around here on these beaches. It's pretty cool. Free vegetables.
Yes. Before we came to this campsite, the whitebait season just had started. So we went out with our friends to try and catching some for the first time. And we got lucky, we caught some, and we even put some in the freezer. We probably will do it again in this season. Next time we will show you how we did it. We have to wear winter jacket because we have to open all the windows. So this is whitebait fritter and leftover potato. Try. So nice. If you wonder what's the New Zealand special food apart from fish and chips, whitebait, try it if we have a chance to try. Yummy.
Yeah, whitebait has lots of protein.
With egg, pack of nutrition.
Keep mine with a little bit of mayonnaise.
Of course.
A bit of ketchup for the potatoes. And a bit of lime. And there we go. That's the way I like it.
Nice.
Great. Whitebait tastes great.
Doesn't have any fish taste. Really nice.
No fish taste at all.
Is this number one kiwi food? Or number one?
Number one kiwi food. Whitebait fritters. I wonder if you can make other recipes with whitebait too that are not fritters. No, never hear of fritters.
Imagine whitebait curry, maybe? I don't know.
In Korea they would eat whitebait soup.
For sure.
So the plan was here to do a little bit of drone fishing because this beach is just ideal for it. You can fish right off the beach, or you can walk or drive to the old wharf. Mark says that's better fishing because water gets deeper. Now fishing time, guys. Getting cooler. Wind is cold. We wanna do some drone cast by the campsite with mussel bait we collected yesterday and some prawn. Alright, I de-shelled all the mussels. So now we got like all the mussels ready. Took a little while because they were already small. Nice and fresh. Stick that onto the hook. It's looking good. And then we're just gonna add a little bit of a fish bite. Just a little piece of fish bite. It's almost too much already. That also prevents the bait from sliding down the hook. There we go. Looking pretty good. First bait is done. Oh, here's another example. After using these fish bites and you don't put them back into some airtight container, they will just shrivel up and dry. A bit like soft baits. So if you want to reuse them, definitely have to put them back into a Ziploc bag or something like that. Do you want to come down to the beach? Sun is just about to set. Beautiful out here today. It was so windy yesterday and a bit rainy, almost storm. The caravan got shaken through quite a bit. This evening is just perfect. Really nice. Check this out there. Ooh, that's how we like it. Let's see if we can catch something. We're running out of protein. Right. Hello. You wanna give me the microphone? DJI mic. It's really good. Here's our safety clip here, and I'm using a 4-ounce Boss sinker. I think it's a 4-ounce, and that's how I use the safety clip. Just put the ring around the sinker here, around the eye of the sinker, and then just a piece of 120-pound mono. So this end goes into the drone, and if something happens, this just comes off like so. Really easy. When I release the drone, this ends up all in the water, and I've never lost this piece of line, so that's pretty good. coming and it's landing on its own. Don't have to do anything. Bang. That's pretty good, man. Super easy. Voila. Tide is coming in quickly now and it's getting dark.
Pinky tide.
And you look like an Eskimo.
Caught something?
Yeah, got something. I just hope it's not going to come off. I'm using pretty small hooks on me. Definitely not a spiny dog, so that's good.
Small or big?
It should be fairly big.
Oh, shark. Oh, shark.
I think it's a rig.
Oh, hopefully not spiny.
Oh yeah, got a nice rig.
They've done a soarer, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh cool, that was pretty much the target species for today, eh?
Nice.
Good size rig.
Yeah, yeah.
Good eating size.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yay.
Beautiful, we'll let you to it.
Cheers guys. Check out what bait he took.
What's that?
I'm having two droppers on there.
Oh, yeah.
The bottom one has the prawn.
Yep.
That's what they usually go for.
Yeah.
But he went for the top one with some fresh green-lipped mussel.
Yeah, I would yeah.
And a bit of fish bite on here with crab flavor.
Oh, yeah.
So that's what he went. That's quite unusual. Normally they take the bottom hook.
Yeah,
with
normally they would take the bottom because,
the prawn on it, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah, he must have been keen on mussel this one.
Perfect. There we go. Awesome, well done.
Cheers, guys. Catching lake sharks here on the South Island, I have the feeling that they are easier to catch on really shallow beaches, tidal beaches. When you fish on deep beaches or on deep sections of the beach, we catch a lot of spiny dog, things like Birdlings Flat out from Christchurch, lots of spiny dog. But on those shallow flat beaches, I haven't caught many spiny dog. Remember, Haitian, we were down at Warrington Domain, the long shallow surf beach there, and we caught a nice big rig shark there as well. No spiny dog. I think that's the advantage of fishing with a drone, because you can fly out on those shallow beaches for about 300 meters and you get to where the rig are, and yeah, no spiny dogs on those beaches. So I think that is the way to target them without catching so many spiny dog.
Awesome. Pala.
So with the rig, I made my favorite dish that I always cook when I catch rig shark. It's really easy to make. It's baked rig. What you do is you just put the fillets in a pan, in a baking dish, and then you mix breadcrumbs. I like the Japanese panko breadcrumbs. Mix them up with some olive oil and cheese. I like the tasty cheese. Mix that up, a little bit of lemon as well, and then you just spread the breadcrumbs with the olive oil and everything over the fish and bake it for 25 minutes. Comes out really nice. This is my favorite way to cook rig shark, and before I do that I soak the rig shark for a little while in milk. The cheese goes really good with rig for some reason. I don't know why, but it makes a really nice crust. Crispy, crunchy crust on top of the rig. That's awesome.
Good.
My favorite dish.
Smells good. And cauliflower.
Yeah, so if you're looking for a way to cook rig, you should give that one a try. I think it's the best recipe.
So now it's about 7 o'clock in the morning. Sun is up. Preparing to go fishing by the jetty. That. Battery and everything in here. Must be careful not to poke by this fishing rod. And let's go! Already.
All right, so we just arrived here at the old wharf by the Saltworks. We missed the little four-wheel drive track, so we drove all the way around. It's about 17 kilometers from the campsite, but we managed to get here. And just behind me is the old wharf. You can't see it now because of the sun, but I'll show you in a second. And here we got the 2 fishing rods up here in the car that I'm gonna unload now. And we got our Aeroo drone. We're gonna try 2 different versions of a cast. We're only gonna be fishing with mussels today, because we collected those green shell mussels. So I'm gonna cast one by hand and fish in a little bit closer, because here the water is deeper and there's a nice little drop off here. And then with the other rod, we're gonna fly it out about 300 meters and see what we can get there. Then there's a local fisher here. He told us he's been catching lots of rig recently, but it's not quite the time for moki yet. I was hoping to catch a moki. Maybe we're lucky. The season for them is just starting up, so we'll see.
There's a snow on the mountain. It's been fresh this morning.
It's a very popular fishing spot here, this old wharf. Been featured in lots of publications when you look online. It's not a secret fishing spot. Even on Google Maps, when you look at it, you'll see that there is a fishing wharf sign here. Although most people don't seem to fish off the wharf. Most people seem to fish just off the beach. So it's actually not the wharf that is the fishing spot. And for my reel, I'm just using the old Shimano bait runner. Not like the best surf casting reel, but we'll see how we get on with that. First thing, we're gonna tie on a little bit mussel. It's a nice big one. If I use that, I only have to use one. They're still holding together, they're still alive. I changed the water yesterday, so nice and fresh. Just use my bait needle to wrap that up a little bit more easily. Put it on our hook. And then the secret ingredient is going to be a little bit fish bite. It seems to add a nice attraction. Even if a picker eats that, then this will still be on there. Okay, so now this goes onto our dazinka.
We will make another video showing this how New Zealand made fishing device Dazinka works.
So, all right, here we go. Alright, so the cast was pretty good because it flies out as one unit, just like as if you're casting a sinker without bait. And it's holding up pretty good as well. Satisfying cast. Managed to cast pretty far, much further than without having the bait and the sinker together as one unit. The sinker is now sitting there and it's holding up pretty well. Let's just hope that the tape will dissolve and the bait will be free. We'll see if we get a bite. Yeah, this beach, you can see there's lots of weed here on the bottom. So you get lots of this red weed washed up here. And basically if there's an onshore wind, a northerly wind, northeasterly wind, this makes this beach almost unfishable because you get so much of that weed swimming around in the water. You want to fish here on a westerly or southerly wind after a few days of that, and otherwise it's pretty much unfishable. I fished here once with a drone and it was after a northerly and everything got stuck in that seaweed, so I almost lost my line, but in the end I managed to pull it out, but it was really difficult. Compared to the beach by the dog campsite, where I think you probably need a drone because it's so shallow, this part here is much deeper. But it's somehow stuck at the moment. Sinker was set pretty good there. Elephant fish were bigger. Just having to get it over that sandbank there. There's now a big sandbank. Here's now the sort of the biggest chance of losing it. Oh, well, it felt a lot bigger than that. It's a spiny duck. But this bait is gone too, yeah? He's foul hooked. I think we might have lost the bigger one. Maybe 2 spiny ducks on there. A spiny duck. But since the top bait is gone as well, I think we might have had 2 fish on there. And one we lost because it was really heavy, reeling that one in. And there was also a bit of fight, which a spiny duck doesn't do. So if there was a bigger fish on the top hook, then it would have just come off by that sandbank. The sandbank is really nasty here at the moment and a lot of swell, so yeah, shame. I'll give it another try. I just have to get the mussels. It was not a breeze, but now it's starting to get windy, so it might be our last cast. Maybe I'll do only 200 meters this time. All right, so we're gonna give up now. Fishing isn't on this morning. Just reeled in and yeah, all the bait is gone though, all the mussels. And the cool thing about using those fish bites is that even if the bait is gone, you're still fishing. So yeah, the fish bites are still on here. I also took my boat along and I was hoping that maybe the sea isn't too rough so I can launch the boat once. There are actually 2 places where you can drive down to the beach and launch a boat here, and if the sea is calm like it is now, it is really easy to get a little boat trailer down there and launch your boat, or like my little inflatable boat was really easy to launch here as well. Oh, there's a seal all the way out here, just basking in the water here. You see the fin sticking out? What's that seal doing all the way out here? And some birds flying around here as well, around that seal. But there's absolutely nothing out here. I can't find any fish on the fish finder. There's some huge kelp forests out there. It seems to be getting really shallow, so I'm just getting snagged up all the time. Like all this bull kelp is just coming up right to the surface in 10-meter depth, so it looks really cool, but kind of hard to fish with lures there. I think this area is probably better to fish at maybe at anchor, burley, and yeah, just sort of bait. Lures might not work so good here, especially this time of the year. So I found myself a spot not too far away from the shore now. Well, still quite far away, but like just right in the middle where it's sandy bottom, and I'm just drifting now with my soft baits here, bobbing along the bottom. I'm gonna do that for another half an hour, but since there's nothing showing up on the fish finder at all, I'm probably gonna call it a day. Now here at Marfells Beach, besides fishing, there's a lot of other things to do as well. This beach stretches out forever.
And if you like walking, you can walk to the Cape Campbell Lighthouse along the peaceful beach.
I think that's about a 4-hour walk, return walk. Do that at low tide.
Yummy. So today's weather, rock is hot. You have to touch the rock.
Not far from here is also another really cool beach. It's called Wharf Beach, and it's only about 18 kilometers south from here. We went there too, and I'm gonna roll a little bit of footage from this now. We're gonna show you a little bit of our adventures at Wharf Beach. Good place to go for a dive. There are not many times in the year where you can actually dive because the water has to be clear, which usually doesn't happen here. It's always cloudy. That's why it's called Cloudy Bay. Yeah, so there are only maybe a couple of days in the year where you can actually go for a dive. So you got to be really lucky to get the right conditions, and if the conditions are right, then it's really cool. So I like Wharf Beach. There's also a nice little park over campsite for NZMCA, New Zealand Motorhome Association members, where we stayed. Let's have a quick look what's going on there at Wharf Beach. Oh god, that was so cool. Most of them are a little bit small. I think when the clay boat is releasing the small ones from the pots, they'll just all go back. But I managed to get a few good sized ones. But I got 3 males now.
Oh, nice. Very big. One of them are very big.
2 fairly big ones and 1 a little bit smaller. But it's just the right size for a male.
Nice harvest this morning. Didn't expect it so much. Gosh, I thought that most of them are small.
So yeah, let's crack open that kina now for a little dessert. Look at that. That's got some nice colored roe in there. Look at all the green balls there. It's the only kina I found today, and it's really nice and ripe. It's perfect. It is perfect. Oh. And also make sure to give us a like and a subscribe.
Yummy. Lots of meat.
Special treat tonight. 3 or 4 times per year. I got like a special treat like that.
Try this yellow part that I like so much. Yeah. Without mayo, you're ruining this taste. With a little bit of rice bowl that I made. Crayfish you have to eat with hand. Can't go with the fork and knives. Now I can eat.
We also tried a little bit of fishing at Wharf Beach because it looks very, very fishy around here, right?
Oh, looks heavy. I hope it's okay. You don't lose it.
Hopefully it's not a 7-year-old.
Already here? Looks like it's going this way to our water.
Hopefully it's not a stingray.
That's heavy. That's heavy.
Con đi ra ngoài đó.
I wanted to swim to that seaweed there.
Oh. Something very big. Oh no. What is it? Oh. Why is it so big? What the heck? Huge! Oh, why are you so big?
Look on its mouth, must have come out.
Oh, almost lost. How come it's very... Wow, huge! Gosh, how big it could be?
It's a nice big rig,
Big shark.
but I think it's pregnant, so let him go.
Okay. Pregnant. Oh, so big.
So this big rig shark was really exciting to catch, and she was very pregnant. So early spring must be breeding season for those sharks. And so we let her go to give birth to these little pups and make some more rig sharks. But we wanted to get something edible, so we tried again the next day in another spot.
Just delivering cup for Mark, and it looks like a Mark for something over there. Just in time for something.
Yeah, it's a nice, I think it might be another rig.
Big one?
Not quite as big as the one yesterday, I think.
Oh,
yeah,
you lost?
just now.
You lost?
Yes.
What?
Right now.
Oh yeah, have it. Oh shit, it's thrown.
That's the better size for eating.
Oh yeah. Oh, so very big. Lots of rickshaws here on this beach. Take a rickshaw on this beach.
Yeah, that's a really good size. That one. What did he eat? I think he ate the prawn there. They're a huge mess. The whole line is messed up.
Oh yeah, wonder because of the wave, I think. Always.
Alright, let's put him up again.
Oh, you want to keep?
eggs, or like where they grow. Well, it's the embryo, the first stage of the embryo, I think.
Wow.
Interesting. I've never seen that. What happened to you this morning? You got a crooked tail. Look at that. The feather broke off. How did you manage to do that? It looks a little bit weird now. Well guys, what do you all think? I hope you enjoyed today's episode, and we'll see you soon again. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button if you like this kind of content and you want us to make some more of those camping and fishing videos.
We really appreciate our followers and commenters. Please visit us at fishingreminder.com for your bite times and fishing weathers and so on. We will see you on the next episode.
And of course, tight lines everyone, and see you next time.
Bye guys!